Well, see, this is why I work ahead, because about 2 weeks ago I had most of this done. Then I got so sick I just couldn't do anymore. That's why you work ahead. I think I had gotten to 25. 25 is probably going to be pretty ugly. So form a polynomial in factored form with zeros at -2, 4, -3. The graph has a y-intercept at 0, 21. After forming the factored form, please write in standard form. All right, so this thing in factored form, if we take away a -2, the factor is +2. That's easy stuff. We add, if a 0 is at 4, the factor is -4. If the factor is at -3, the factor is +3. That's easy. Now, it's probably easier to figure out a first. You got this point 0, 21. Everywhere I see a y, I'm a 21, and everywhere I see an x, I'm a 0. So that's my plug-in step. I have 2 times -4, which is -8, times 3, which is -24. Boy, doesn't that kind of suck. That does kind of suck. Anyways, I'm going to divide out my -24. And that'll reduce, won't it? Are both those divisible by 3? That's -7/8. That's my a value. That was the easy part, kids. Here's the hard part. It says after putting it in factored form, which I'm about to write, I have to do a whole bunch of foiling and triple distributing because I want it in good old STD form. So I'm going to pick on a pair and I'm going to foil. I'm going to pick on that pair right there. X plus 2 times x minus 4. That'll give me x squared minus 2x minus 8. Double check myself. I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to have to distribute that to the x plus 3. I'll have x cubed plus 3x squared. That was the distribution of my x squared. Minus 2x squared minus 6x. That's the distribution of my -2x. And then minus 8x minus 24. Clean that up. 2 more lines. It should be done. It's not that bad. I know what a lot of kids think about this. They think this is horrible. But 3x squared minus 2x squared is a positive x squared. -6x minus 8x is -14x. And then minus 24. And then, of course, I distribute my -7/8. And I'll be done with this thing. So f of x is -7/8 of x cubed minus 7/8 of x squared. Oh no, it's about to get a little tougher, right? -7 times -14 would be 70, 28, 98 over 8. 49/4. Seems right. So plus 49/4 of x. 24 over 8 is 3, so plus 21. Should be good. And there's 25. Oh, look at these easy things. Find the product. That's easy. That's the FOIL method. What do we got? We got a -2r squared minus 14r plus 2r plus 14. Easy peasy. -2r squared minus 12r plus 14. Oh, good. Yay, more foiling. 9x squared minus 18x plus 15x minus 30. 9x squared minus 3x minus 30. Those are easy enough. And here we got a trinomial times a trinomial. Gonna be a little rougher. I'm not even sure why 30 is there, or 31 for that matter. But anyways, moving on to this. I've got a -16x to the 4th plus 24x cubed minus 8x squared. That was me distributing to all three pieces. I'm going to continue the process, this time with a negative 5, minus 20x cubed plus 30x squared, and then lost my place there, plus 10x. And I should have started more to the left, shouldn't I? Now I'm going to distribute the negative 1, so minus 4x squared plus 6x plus 2. And I'm going to combine like terms. The highest exponent I see is 16x to the fourth. I'm going to throw that away. I got that one and that one. Looks like plus 4x cubed. Get that out of my sight. I got those three guys that look a lot alike. That should be 18x squared. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Those two, 16x plus 2. And there she is in all her glory. 29. Another trinomial times a trinomial. Should have 9 things that I put together to make 5 things in this case. Probably it's x to the fourth. Should be 5 things. So if I distribute my x squared, I'll have negative x to the fourth. Almost made a sign mistake. Plus 3x cubed minus 5x squared. So I'm just going to pretend he's not there anymore. Plus 2x cubed minus 6x squared plus 10x. And now I'm moving on to the negative 8. Plus 8x squared minus 24x plus 40. Combine like terms and be done with it. The leading term is negative x to the fourth plus 5x cubed minus 3x squared minus 14x plus 40. And then 2 that are on here for, I don't know why. Oh, because they have different, that's why I left them on here. That throws kids off, different variables. It really does. It's still foiling. I mean, that's not going to change. Negative 4m times negative 6m is 24m squared. Then we have a positive 24mn. We also have another positive 24mn right there. I guess you could write nm, but alphabetical order, lmno. And then we have plus 24n squared. Now, the real question here is, what's that thing look like in STD form? Alphabetical order and exponents. That's how it works. 24m squared plus 24n squared plus 48mn. That's STD form. And the last one here, 8u plus 4v times 6u plus 6v. So there's going to be my 48u squared plus 48uv plus 24uv, and then plus 24v squared. And then we go after alphabetical order again. You doing all right tonight? Better than I have been. So standard form here, we got a 48u squared, we got a 24v squared. Then we just combine these two likes, which is going to be 72uv. Almost done. I think I got 4 to go, and then I'll be done with your homework finally. (32) The volume of a rectangular prism can be found using volume as length times width times height. If a prism has a length of 2x plus 1, a width of 3x minus 4, a height of 2x plus 8, write an expression in standard form. I'm not that happy to see this here. I know why I put it on here. I'm just not that happy to see it. Sometimes you see stuff like this show up on end of year test. So we FOIL those out. I have 6x squared minus 8x plus 3x, which is going to be minus 5x, and then minus 4. And then just like I've been doing, distribute, double distributor or triple distributor property. Make sure I did this right. Thank you. Yeah. So 6x squared times 2x is 12x cubed. I wrote that really bad. 12x cubed. 6x squared times 8 plus 48x squared. My hand just doesn't keep up with my brain. Negative 5x times 2x is negative 10x squared. Negative 5x times 8 is minus 40x. Done with those two pieces. Negative 4 times 2x minus 8x. And negative 4 times 8 minus 32. Then I combine my like terms and I'll be done with this thing. So the volume as an expression of x, v sub x, is 12x cubed plus 38x squared minus 48x minus 32. I got interrupted on that one. You should probably check my work on that one. All right, so a cube has lengths of s minus 3. Find an expression in standard form for the volume of this cube. So that's another one of these. The volume of a cube would be to take a side and cube it. So this would be s minus 3 cubed, which is not going to be s cubed minus 27. If you think that, you're not smart. You're incredibly stupid. To cube something, you write it 3 times. I probably shouldn't say the S word, but it's true. That's what it is. Now they want it in standard form. FOIL. Pick any pairing of s minus 3 and FOIL it out. If you do s minus 3 times s minus 3, you'd have s squared minus 6s plus 9. Then you got another s minus 3. Triple distributive property. S squared times s cubed, s squared times negative 3 minus 3s squared. Negative 6s times s is negative 6s squared. Negative 6s times negative 3 is plus 18s. Move on to the 9. Plus 9s minus 27. Combine like terms, you'll be done with this. We have an s cubed. We have negative 9s squared. We have 18 and 9, so plus 27 s's and then minus 27. And that's the volume of that particular cube in STD form. Now we got a problem about widgets. The profit from selling widgets is x squared minus 3x minus 5, and the cost of producing said widgets is 2x squared plus 4x minus 12. Find the revenue function. It says PS profit is revenue minus cost. Okay, so I'm just going to plug stuff in here. I'm going to profits on the left. X squared minus 3x minus 5 would be revenue, which is unknown. Take away cost. 2x squared plus 4x minus 12. Notice I wrapped that in a set of parentheses. It was 2 or more. It's the 9th commandment of mathematics. I'm just going to shift that over here. That's going to take that entire set of parentheses, which is negative, and make it positive, which is great. It really is. So here is going to be my revenue function. Sadly, still sick. X squared plus 2x squared is 3x squared. Negative 3x plus 4x is x. Negative 5 plus a negative 12 is negative 17. And that's my revenue as a function of x. Let's see, 2 has nothing to do with that first part. Using the given profit function, determine the minimum profit. I know that this happens at opposite b over 2a. So the profit function is x squared minus 3x minus 5. All right, so opposite b over 2a would be 3 over twice a 1, which is 3/2. That should probably be rounded somehow, but anyways, this is where the minimum profit happens. To find the minimum profit, I plug a 3/2 in, the profit at 3/2 of a unit. This might be in millions, okay? It doesn't say. Really should say millions, might be billions, thousands, whatever. That would be a whole number. 3/2 squared minus 3 times 3/2 minus 5. 3/2 squared is 9/4. I know you know that. Take away 9/2 minus 5. We'll have to put all these numbers together, obviously. That would become 18/4, and that would become 20/4. So we got 9/4 minus 18/4 minus 20/4, which is 9 minus 38, which is negative 29/4. I have no idea what the units are, but that's the minimum profit. How many widgets must be sold to actually profit? Okay, well that happens when the profit function is bigger than 0. So x squared minus 3x minus 5 has to be more than 0. Now, we're going to have to hit this with the quadratic formula and use some common sense to it. But anyways, x is opposite b, 3 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all sitting pretty over twice a 1. Inside that radical, I've got 29. 3 plus or minus the root of 29. Both pieces over a 2. So 3/2 plus the root of 29 divided by 2 is 4.192. Okay? 3/2 minus the root of 29 over a 2 is negative. That's extraneous. So I got that x is 4.19. Well, that doesn't. I have no idea what a widget is. So I'm just going to round that to 5. But because it was an inequality, I actually have changed the symbolism too, greater or equal to 5. Because at 4.19, you break even. This is break even. That's where you're actually equal to 0. If I sell it to 5, if I round it up to 5, I'm automatically profitable. So I'm going to use the including symbol. All right. If it came out to be 4, I'd just say x is greater than 4, but it didn't. It was a decimal that I rounded. And that is the end of Unit 5 homework. Good thing I did all that when I was still somewhat healthy, because I'd have never got it done by next Wednesday, which is probably when it's due.